Okay, so now we are online. So who want to share some updates with the meeting? So now we are online. We have to. So who want to share?
Well, I can start if you want um, with the civic engagement group. We we had a meeting last week with Nasia and Fausto, and about closing the phase one and starting the second phase of the mapping that should define better the badge system. Okay, should this phase is going to be focused more on the camp and the activities we can run on the camp. So there was a good contribution in the last global hangout with the Carlotta and Sviatoslav, and we saw that the mapping process could be open also during the camp. I mean, there maybe we need mm, to leave the possibility to the people who's coming to the camp to map themselves during the camp. I mean, the first day when they come, just to complete the form if they do it, and then get the badge directly in the camp. So we thought also that this second phase we could leave it open up to the camp. We open it now and then it's open until we start the camp. And uh, I don't know. We maybe need to understand if in the day one of the camp we need maybe the morning or we need a desk for the registration. And I think this desk could be run from us, from the Block Civic Engagement team, to register who's coming and give to the people if they didn't do it before the form of the phase one and the phase two, and assign them and select or what we decide to do with the badge system. And this would be very interesting because we have to also not to oblige people to do the the form online. I mean, there will be someone who's coming directly there, so could be interesting to see. And and that's a question, a main question also could to for the main event organization to understand if you can do it, if it's useful. I think it is, but we have to discuss it. And then the second phase, we saw that could include some open questions about the aspiration, the scope of the camp, because Fausto made a good observation about the form and the mapping we did now, that they are not the questions we made up to now are not centered about what we are expecting. They don't look forward, but they just look at the past of the people who's coming. And we said it would be nice to express what we would like to be for the club, what we would like the global camp to be. So we saw that we have few questions. We decided three questions open, like what we are expecting from the camp, and which people would like to connect with during the camp, and how would you like to contribute. Um, so I shared with you the, um, the draft of the form we are working on the chat. Let me share. Okay, there it is. So you can take a look. And then we said about how to assign badges and how uh, um, to signalate what people can do during the camp. We said that it would be better if everyone express himself, okay, about this. And so we will share the link of the sheet, doc sheet of the results of the first phase, and we will ask to everybody to just signalate in which box they would like to be indicated. I mean, there are if you take a look at the document, I'm sharing it on the chat. We just prepared it. Here comes the Excel sheet. We prepared it. I'm gonna share my screen so you can I can show you. Okay. Let's see. Now, do you see my screen?
Not really.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay. Do you see it?
I don't see.
No.
Or why is not work?
No, no, it's back.
Wait. Wait. Now do you see it?
Yes.
Okay, this is the file. Okay, on the left we have the names and if someone is participating or not. And if you scroll on the right, there are the skills divided in three main categories: communication, design and build, community making, general organization, four categories. And we put some color on it, and we will ask everybody to signalate in which one they would like to engage themselves just by coloring the box. I mean, I will do this, I want to do this one, I'm doing an example, and this one, okay? So this is my mapping. I go to my line, now it's the line of Alberto, doesn't matter, and I just indicate coloring the box in which one I would like to engage myself during the camp. Okay, so that was the idea, but we can always find another one. We thought it was good because everybody should express themselves, not just a work of us, of the group, of civic engagement, to process the data and say, okay, you are good at this or you are good at with this skill. We prefer to say to everybody express themselves in what they would like to engage themselves. So is it clear how it will work?
Just a little. You think the idea is to do that directly on this Excel, or?
No, we will do maybe another file because this is directly the data from the form. Okay, we will copy, we will do a copy so we can save these data and nobody will accidentally change it.
So at the end we will ask people to fill two documents.
No, just the Google form, and at the end of the Google form, you see there is the link for this doc, and we will ask, we will ask to go to this file and color the box.
Okay, because there is the need to add another file, another document we prepared here in Paris. So at the end we will have three forms to fill.
Okay.
It's about food and accommodation.
Okay. Well, we can build we can join the form.
Okay.
Or we can do it separately. I don't know. We can just make one form with one block about mapping and one block about accommodation. I don't know. We will find the best way. What we thought is to make a video. Just recording the screen showing people how to do it.
Mm,
Okay, the thing I just did with you now, we said maybe we can do a very fast video showing people how to fill the boxes and uh, and um, and just to be more clear. Okay, this was something we did with the civic design course, the first civic design course with Mappeo project, that everybody mapping civic points and civic spaces around the world. We had to fill boxes with the colors depending from the level of the values we were mapping. So that from this come the idea to fill the boxes. Of course, this won't be this file. We have to if we close the first phase now, we just re-edit a little the file, making a copy and taking off the information we don't need. For example, we will cancel maybe we can cancel the people who's not coming because we don't need them in this file.
okay.
So that's the main I don't know. We actually are almost ready to launch it. We thought we can launch it now this week, and then it stays open to the camp. And the main thing is now how we organize the badge system, and I think this registration day could be the first day because the first day is a holiday in France. So we were talking with the Sviat in the last hangout that maybe we won't have everything running. We won't have electricity. We won't have all the stuff ready to work. So the first day will be like more getting ready and welcoming people. But this is we need to know it from the main event organization.
Okay. Any, any question here? No? So, Francesca, about it, we have as well to understand how we can use this second form for even for new people coming to the event. We were talking about it just here today because there is even here in Paris people that want to join us on the local camp, but maybe just during the event and not now as a co-designer person. So I don't know if we can use the same, maybe the same form.
But I think that's why we thought about the registration desk. I mean, if people is coming, we give them the form printed, the first form we made, and they can fill it, and then we just collect the data, and I don't know. There could be I think we need to do it because if you say this, it's even more important to have a way to register people directly during the camp. I don't know.
So
So your doubt is about if we can use the same form.
I'm
You, and
thinking
you,
about should we use the first one or the second one?
I think
I,
both.
yes, but it's very long. You know,
Very long.
there is not the same. You know, we are people engaged people.
Well, yeah.
People just coming
Our,
for
mm.
1 day or 2 days or you know
Yeah,
maybe we can go the second one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because it's more
yeah.
related to the camp. So people that are
Mm.
coming maybe are more curious and involved directly in the camp more than
Mm.
asking biography and
That was the point, because I was looking at the first one last days, and maybe the part of the bio and it's not so important. What we need maybe is the skill part. If we need to give a badge to these people, that's the point. So it could be a mix about uh, the two forms. I think, I think it's very easy to set up.
So you
We take off
suggest to
we can take off all the part of the biography, background, and this. If we need to know the language, I don't know if we need really need to know the level of the language, and we just keep the skill part of the first one, and then we leave these three questions. Okay, and but the skill part, we need to know directly which one they want to engage. We don't need to evaluate them. Uh, we need to auto-evaluate about the skills. We just need tell us what you want to do. These are the thing we are going to develop. Tell us what you want to do. So it will be very easy. Just a little mixing in the two.
Francesca, I was thinking that maybe we can just use the second one. I don't know what do you think.
Yeah. Just the second one doesn't have a part uh, about the skills.
Yeah.
We just have to put a list of the skills and say select three fields in which you would like to engage
Yeah.
yourself during the camp, and that's it.
The idea, sorry, the idea is to ask people what they want to do during the camp. For if we are mapping the people coming during the camp, the most important is to understand what they want to be involved in. So I think it will be necessary to say which activity we are doing and in which one they want to be involved, more than skill.
Yeah, but you know the second one is open questions.
Mhm.
So maybe we can just use this one because so far we don't have a real program for the event. And I think as we were talking just before, maybe we will not have that before the Monday. We will just have maybe some general schedules, but not.
But when the camp starts,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
will
yeah.
have this program. So I was thinking this kind of mapping was for people coming during the camp.
Yes, it's people coming during the camp, but they need to maybe sign up maybe before. You know, just for us to understand how many people we will have there, and we have the same problem for food, for instance. You know, it's strange if we have food and there is more people coming and we don't have enough food or.
So if there is
I think we well.
No. Okay, of course, we will have more people coming without any registration, but we have to avoid as much we can this situation. So we have to reach before the events enough people, even here in Paris, and ask for this kind of registration because we need to understand. So Danny, you have to go.
I have an appointment in 20 minutes, so I should start from here now.
Okay.
But then I will
So
check the updates and the YouTube links later.
I didn't understand.
I can check the YouTube video and the updates later.
Okay. Okay, great.
Okay. So have a nice meeting.
Bye bye.
Ciao. Bye bye.
See you soon.
See you.
So there is also Athanasia. Suggesting a mix between the form. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe we can use the second one. It's okay. They are preparing a sort of map with all the people coming and the skills they have. So we have two forms. The first one is to map the skills, and the second one is more about what kind of willings. No, how is it? No, the cells. Desires. Wishes. What kind of wishes they have? Wishes. What kind of wishes they have for the camp. And know better, not just skills, but know better what kind of yeah wishes.
It depends what information that we really need. What are we going to do with the
I think
information? The way it's not a part of time, it's not working you really want to know.
yeah.
Because if you really want to know something, and you need more time to have it, for me it's just what you really want to know.
I think for yeah.
The question I really want to do is
For you, Francesco, which is the most important information in the first one that we could need to put more in the second? Is the
No,
language?
I don't know if we need the language, but if someone is coming there, we of course speak French. I mean, I think that people come approaching the camp during the week of the camp will be people from Paris. So I don't know. I think only the only thing of the second one is good, as Domenico said. Maybe instead of the last question, asking to enter the Excel data file and color the box, we just do a simple list of all the skills, or I mean all the capacities, saying asking in which they would like to be involved more. Just it, like
Okay.
3 points. I want to be in design and build. I want to be in construction, and I want to be in general organization. And that's it. Very
Francesco,
easy, just put across. Or do you think
does
it's
mean that you in Asia you have more work to do before the global camp if we
But
create a new.
this would be, I don't know. It's just to put to change the form, and this could be done the day before the camp.
Yes, but after you need as well to put all the information together.
That's my question. I mean, don't you think we maybe need to have uh, the sort of registration desk that will work during the camp constantly? I mean, and that's a duty that I mean, the civic engagement should run during the camp. I mean, welcome people, register them, put
Yeah,
their
yeah.
data on the main file. This, I mean, I know it's a work more,
We,
but I think it's useful maybe. So that's my question for all of you.
I think so. Yeah, yeah, we definitely should.
And it will be a very work of the first days. I mean, not really the first day. If we decide that the day one is a holiday, so we don't have much work running in the in Place des Fêtes because you will have problem with logistics, with all the furnitures and stuff. We can focus the first day in the registration, explaining people how we will work, process this data, and then run the camp. And during the camp, someone new is coming and say, go to the registration desk, or to these people would be me, Nasia, who wants to do it, and we will have a badge with the registration on it, and go to them and give them your data, and we simply ask them to fill the form, and every day we keep updating the file. I don't think there will be 100 people coming during the camp. Most of the people will be already registered.
Okay. Yes. We just need to be very organized about, for instance, the badges. So before the registration,
Yes, that's the point.
we need to have the badges ready.
We thought about it, but we wanted to think with all of you. We said, okay, on the badges we need to have these issues in which everyone would like to engage themselves. Sorry, that we come from the second form. Okay, and also we maybe on the badge need to know if this person can speak French or not. The language should be signalated on the badge, maybe.
Yes.
And I think this is it. Sviat has a good idea. Had a good idea about this. In the last hangout, he said they could be done very easily in volumes with on a piece of wood and a little rope, and just it. They could be, I don't know, done immediately. The day where people come, a person comes and say, I want to be involved in construction. Okay, give them the ticket. Okay, construction as a color, and that's it.
Okay.
I don't know. They should be.
We need to define this kind of badges because we have to produce it. So, we need to have time and money to do it. I think we have enough facilities here to make it in volumes, but we have to be we need the final proposal maybe this week, because next week we have to produce it.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know if anybody thought about that before, or if we are the only one running on it. Or they can be some kind of, I don't know. I'm thinking about colors. If you watch the file I shared, the Excel file, we had 4 colors, like blue for communication, yellow for design and building, green for community making, and pink for general organization.
Okay.
They could be, I don't know,
Yes.
just colored ticket, and on it a little space if with the language French or not. If someone doesn't speak French, we don't put it, and if he speaks French, we write on it French. And they could be handmade at the registration. If we had the colored papers.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe your budget. It's difficult now to hear you.
Do you hear me better? Do you hear me now?
Maybe you can switch off. Yes, but maybe you can switch off the video.
Okay. No, I was saying that maybe they could
So
be just. Tell me.
there is an important thing about the badges that you know. I understand that with colors is good, but I don't know if here we can work with colors. I don't know. Right. Because I think with wood is very easy to have. Yeah, you can have different designs and you can write down something which. But colors, I don't know because we should have different materials and different.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think I like this idea. Maybe different forms and maybe just some text. You know, accommodation, French, English.
Yeah, that's. I thought about the colors because they could be handmade. I mean, if you have the paper, colored paper, blue, green, we have a pile of it at the registration. Someone is coming and say, "I want to be in design, in the design." So you have the yellow, but
Okay,
I want
okay.
to be in construction, and we write on it construction, and we give it to you. This is basic.
Everyone is gone. Francesco?
Hey, hola
Ok.
Pascual. Pues me caí yo o se cayeron todos.
Yo también. Y creo que ellos también.
Ah, ok, todos al mismo tiempo.
A ver.
Pero a mí me parece que están logueados. Aquí hay 5 ahí.
Sí, salen dentro, pero ni se
Perfecto,
les
io
escucha ni...
Alice. Estamos en directo.
Hola, ¿eso es el equipo de Glocol? Soy Alicia.
Ciao.
He oído castellano. No hablo bien.
Okay, no te preocupes. You can speak, we're speaking in English.
Yeah,
Bueno.
we're speaking.
Hay dos.
We were running the meeting, but the connection failed for everybody, so we lost Domenico and the main team in volumes. Hopefully they will just call
Right.
back. I don't know.
That just happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So what were you talking about? Because I'm using this Hangout to update myself and to understand the plan, so that when I do the documentary, I'm prepared. And if there's anyone else doing the documentary, I'd like to collaborate with them. But what are you talking about? So I can just listen.
You are Alicia, okay? For
Yeah,
the
yeah.
documentary.
Yes.
So nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you both. I don't know who you are.
We were talking about the badge system we will have in the camp to recognize each one of us from our skills and our engagement. So we did a mapping in the last weeks about the skills of the participants, asking everybody to signalate in which they are good at what. Okay.
Yep.
And now we have to decide how we will assign to everybody a badge to show to the others what they want to do and what they can do in the camp. So everybody's back now.
Yeah. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
We were updating Alicia. They
Hi.
just joined.
Alice, you are new here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, okay. I found Global, I think on Twitter or Facebook, can't recall, and it was asking for a documentarist. So I've done documentaries before, and I've worked mainly in television, but I want to use my skills for good causes, and that was why I joined. I also can work in other areas of design, and yeah, happy to meet you all.
We can't hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, that's okay.
Video.
It's not really
Maybe it's
important.
our problem.
Just a problem.
We have problems with the connection of.
You, you can hear properly, all of you?
We can hear you very well. No, no.
No?
Right
So
now,
maybe
it
we
seems
stop
like.
the video.
Civic Wise,
Okay.
right. This is Civic Wise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I to
Yeah.
Because I see the W.
Would be funny if there is another. So we have some problem with connection problems in presentation.
yeah, we can hear you very well.
Maybe it's a problem. Creo que es mi ordenador. Alguien tiene otro ordenador mejor.
Ahora parece que se oye mejor también.
Ah, ok.
Parece.
So, te oye mejor, ¿no?
Sí, un poco sí.
More or less.
Okay, we switched off the video. Maybe now it's better.
Uh-huh.
So, Alice, would you introduce yourself again? Sorry, because we lost your presentation.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying that I'm going to help or do the documentary. It depends if there's other people working on it. I'm Australian, living in Barcelona. When I've worked in film and TV production, I can work manually, and I'm also working on a lot of an activist campaign right now in Barcelona. So it'd be good to connect with other groups as well. But for the Glocal, I'm there to shoot and help. I don't know what else to really introduce
That's
myself.
great. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Great. And
Okay.
you already know if you can come all the week. You don't know.
Yes. I'm still looking at maybe coming on Tuesday, maybe, but I would like to try and come for Monday to get the setup, and because I think that part would be good to capture.
Okay. Now that's really good because for us it's very important to have a documentary because we think we are doing something really good, and sometimes if you don't have a way to show up all of this work, it's a pity. And maybe you already know you maybe you have a connection with Jose. Jose is a Spanish guy living here in Paris, and he just offered the
4 to 5 minute video, yes? Is that
a short video because he don't have a lot of time, so it's good to have both of you working on it, and maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good to talk to him directly because it depends. With the short videos, I find what's more effective if we're spreading the word is to have it shorter. But with the footage I grab, I'd like to be able to use it in multiple platforms, I think, for the local kind of not organization, actions at least. to spread the documentary, or I think the way I work is to allow the event or the week to happen, and then to use that as the kind of basis for the themes, I guess, because I would really like to represent this accurately, and that's kind of part of why I'm very interested to be involved, because I think it's a very good idea that it's self-organization, kind of the autonomy for the individual. And I don't think that's very well represented. It's always put into categories of hippies, communists, lefties, or rebellious students. But I think that everyone here is quite rational individuals, you know, and that's what I would like to get across, that anyone can do this, really. But, you know, I want people to give me ideas, and that's why I came to the Hangout, because I wanted to hear what's happening with the organization, to get a better understanding myself.
Great, but you had the opportunity to look at the forum.
Yeah. But I'm still a bit. I need to update myself still. I mean, I read a lot of the information on the Facebook and the blog. But yes, I'm a bit delayed with other work. But yeah, but you're in the documentaries in the co-design. I mean, what kind of spaces would you be? But then I guess I'll find out. My question is, what kind of? I know the events is a festival, but there will be debates or workshops as well. Is that the main events? Like what Jose asked, I thought it was a good question. What will be the main events?
Yes. The party. Maybe party.
Right. No.
No vale.
Okay. What?
No, we don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe we have to think about it.
I think the main event will be just the impact of a global community, just meeting and the reflection that we will take, we will run as a global community, localized in a specific territory. I mean, the impact will be the main event of our camp. Not really one. I don't know what the others think, but the very interesting thing to me to look at will be how a bunch of people from all over Europe that up to now just watch themselves through a screen, when they meet physically and they meet a community there and they meet a local needs, what is coming out? That's the impact is the event. That's the thing I'm waiting.
I really like that, actually. That's something I want to play with in the aesthetics. That, I mean, digitally everyone's been connected, so it's very before even the event comes out. So it will be interesting to see how that pans out. But yeah, okay. So the entire camp.
Actually, yeah. We will be working on the event program, but there is as well another interesting scenario going on in the square, which is Nuit debout.
Yeah, actually, yes.
So would be. I think we will be in an interesting situation because maybe there will be Nuit debout going on the square, and we will be there with them. So this is as well an interesting situation.
But so have you coordinated with? I mean, not coordinated, but have you discussed planned it in the same kind of unison with? How do you say it? Nuit debout?
Nuit debout.
Debout.
We are in contact. We met the Nuit debout Saturday. We were talking about our event, and there is an interesting connection. So some of us are really already engaged with them, and even before we were engaged in the Republic Square, and now there is this new movement more in the area where we are. So
there's a what? Sorry, I didn't get that. There's a what?
Now we are here. The neighborhood is a little bit more on the peripheric area of Paris.
Uh-huh.
It's not really, how you say,
Central.
it's not really central. It's not banlieue.
Mhm.
So really good. So yeah, I think it's good that you are with us, and we can talk with you. And any question you are is yes, welcome. And you will see by the forum, or we have as well this protocol to record each week, each group, a little short video. I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch one of them.
Yes, I got part of it. But you mean just the people talking, right? You don't just recording. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not really interesting.
Visually, it was dynamic. No, but that's when I was talking about the digital aesthetic. I was thinking it'd be nice to use that
Yeah.
in the documentary as well, because that's where it started. People sharing ideas through videos online.
Actually, maybe even this one,
Sorry.
even this one we are now recording.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, so
There were also another proposition made by Aurélie, I think,
yeah,
that each one should record a short presentation of itself. So it could be an interesting material to put in. It was the idea to give a face to every local people, and it's still about actor. This people.
I think
I don't know
it's a
what
good.
do you think about.
I like that idea. And then also to say what global is. Yeah, putting a face for everyone to say what global is for them. It could be nice to use
Okay.
short snippets.
Yes, the proposal was to have a sort of list of questions for each people, and so every people could
Answer
answer
the question.
to the same question.
I remember that.
Yes, because the idea is to match everything.
Good. So good.
I mean, do you have the program? No, that's not really good. I mean, it's just that it would be good then one day if I can get those, I could do those videos. Is that what you're saying? Because I could do those videos as well. Or you're saying each group records it themselves?
We were thinking more about each one record this video. Maybe we can do it as well on the square, which is more interesting because there is this scenario. Yeah, maybe we can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking these short little interviews with individuals. It could be just the group representing it to put into the documentary as it flows along. But then I can just use those recordings.
Yes. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we can do both of them. Yeah, we can record our videos before the global camp, and during the camp we will have different interviews. Okay, so let's go ahead with other.
Yeah, I didn't really want to interrupt. I just wanted to absorb listen to what you're doing, because this is much quicker than me going through all of those videos.
Nice. It's good. It's great to have this kind of help. So you're welcome. And yeah, you can ask for some more information using Slack, the forums, or you can enter exactly on the same protocol we are using for this co-design process. Understanding the documentary as another collective project.
Yeah, and also I think there was discussion about crowdfunding. I am looking at this could be an option for the group as well, receiving funding.
Yes.
It's a possibility. There.
Yes, we are looking for it. So the idea is to make the crowdfunding for the publication, and if we can get more, so we can help for the documentary.
Well, no, has anyone done crowdfunding in the group before? Does
Not,
everyone, has anyone done a crowdfunding project?
yeah,
Okay.
there is Danny. We just lost Danny because
Ah,
she has to go. But she is doing a crowdfunding to pay her ticket, plane ticket to came here from Brazil.
cool. What's her name?
Dani.
Danny. Okay.
So you can contact her if you want to ask something. Maybe it's good for the documentary, and yeah. So there is this interesting thing because she want to develop a project called Atelier d'Arua, which is a project developed from here by another girl called Maria, and which is a Portuguese girl, and so she want to came here to take part on the global camp and work with Maria to create a version of Atelier da Rua project in Curitiba, Brazil.
Hmm.
So she's doing the crowdfunding to finance this trip, and after the trip, she will be organizing and promoting the project on Curitiba.
On what? On what's she promoting it on? Sorry?
The project called the Atelier de Rua, which is something about how people would be able to work together and transform a street, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Hmm.
So okay. So yeah, this is the. So I think we have some more things about civic engagement. I have a message by that said that we want to talk with civic engagement group about the mapping. So maybe yeah, just she want to inform that maybe during this week with Francesco and Nasia, maybe we will be talking about it. And maybe Analia, you want to share something about civic engagement?
Hi everybody. Well, I just joined you. I don't know what you're talking about, but we were talking yesterday with Aurelie, something we started to talk on Saturday with Pierre, Carlota, and Domenico about how we are going to get approach with the locals. We thought about constructing buildings on table or something where we're been working, but also where the people can join us to chat. And we thought we'd already make like three basic questions or to get the info. One is and use that information to get in touch with the people and to start mapping. One of the questions we thought would be interesting to do is which are your competence? I don't know if it's the translation in English or your skills. The other will be what are you what are your needs to the skill are you needing or looking for. The other thing will be getting an email address and a point in the map where they are living. So the good thing about this is like we are not getting position in the territory as people who are gonna organize the park, the Place des Fêtes. Otherwise, to start getting in touch, making links between the actors. And the other thing that we find nice is that if we start constructing a network, they could they could join us not just once. Otherwise, coming to see what we can offer to them in order to information, and maybe, I don't know, it's like make a map or a list of things they offer or things they ask for. That was like what we thought about the table and the way of getting in touch with people. I don't have anything else to say. It was clear, or I made a lot of, I don't know.
Francesco.
A little fast.
As always.
No, where do you want to do these questions? Sorry.
The questions, we thought it by two sense. One is start mapping the locals, start mapping what they are doing, what they need to, not in a way we are making out their problems. Otherwise, starting to construct a network and mapping that network. And we thought they could came through us and not us looking for them. And also thinking that they could come just more than once, and then maybe invite them to some seminaries or workshops that we can do restitutions on French during the camp. Yes.
Do you think this network, mapping network, should be done during the camp?
I think it will be nice if it starts during the camp, because maybe also later we are doing actions in the territory, and we thought it was like a good way to start. It's not going to be the focus, but we discussed that if we are going to be there in a public space, it will be nice to have at least a nice attitude and receptive to the neighborhood, and not just a thing like, okay, we are here, we don't care about you.
Yeah, I forgot to put one in green. Okay, green.
But
So how you?
I have a suggestion.
Mhm.
I think you can speak in Spanish directly. Because Francesco speaks Spanish, so maybe it would be clearer for him.
Bien, gracias por decirme que mi inglés es inentendible. Voy a hacerlo en español. Creo que en este momento mi inglés es inentendible. Lo que pensamos, si hay algo en español que no comprenden, me avisan. Lo que pensamos es plantear determinado tipo de actividades para relacionarlos con los locales. ¿Por qué? Porque vamos a estar ocupando el lugar durante una semana haciendo actividades que son para nosotros, no en francés. Entonces, lo que pensamos es de qué manera también poder incluir a los locales dentro de lo que para nosotros es el camp, que es un encuentro de Civic Wise. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos en el espacio público, porque queremos estudiar y conversar sobre problemáticas que entendemos de interés urbano. Entonces, lo que pensamos es cómo hacer para que dentro de esa misma dinámica, digamos, ellos puedan acercarse y no sientan que estamos ocupando el espacio sin importar nada de lo que sucede. Entonces lo que pensamos era cómo dentro de estas dinámicas de mesas que ellos puedan acercarse, pensar 3 preguntas como pautas. Una que sea, bueno, ¿cuáles son tus competencias? La otra es de qué competencias digamos, estás buscando o te harían falta o te vendrían bien, y otra es que se ubiquen en el mapa donde viven y que nos dejen un contacto, como por ejemplo un mail. Entonces, por un lado, esto serviría para empezar a mapear los actores, para tener un poco una idea de qué tipo de cosas están pasando en el barrio o qué tipos de cosas ellos quisieran, y no para posicionarlos como urbanistas que vamos a digamos, a proyectar sobre la plaza, sino como actores del barrio que funcionamos como conectores. La idea es esa, y pensamos hacer eso sobre todo porque en junio va a haber una actividad que se llama específicos
I lost
y
Andrea.
hacer actividades con la gente del barrio. Entonces lo que pensamos era cómo usar también el camp para, digamos, empezar a tener un anclaje dentro del territorio y no solamente hacer actividades que nos incluyan a nosotros. Porque nos
Maria,
parecía de
perdona,
alguna... Sí,
perdí lo que va a empezar en junio. Es que hay en
el,
junio. What's coming on in June?
el Surplus. El Surplus,
Ah, ok.
cada miércoles de junio va a haber va a haber una ocupación también en la Plaza FED y se va a plantear distintos, hay que definir todavía el programa, eso estamos hablando con Aureli, ella es la que está a cargo del proyecto principalmente. Pero van a ser exclusivamente actividades con la gente del barrio. Entonces lo que pensábamos
Okay,
era
okay, okay.
cómo hacer algo que no sea invasivo de alguna manera, ¿no? Porque vamos a
No,
estar
no.
ahí, nos interesa relacionarnos con la gente, y bueno, eso fue lo que pensamos, pero queríamos proponerlo, discutirlo, charlarlo con
No,
ustedes.
no, no, I think it's, ¿qué seguimos? ¿Hablamos en español o en inglés? We can keep discussing in English if it's okay.
D'accord. Oui, oui.
Okay. I understood. No, I understood. I think what I'm thinking is in these questions you are going to do. The first doubt is, are you? We will start doing this in the camp, right? During the camp, to ask to the locals, to the neighborhood, these three questions you said. We are going to start in the camp, or you're starting before?
No, the idea is starting doing the camp.
Okay. Okay.
As I said, not us looking for them. Otherwise, then can come to us. Because we are
Okay.
going to be a presence in the Place Fête during a week. So
Yes.
that's a
And
bit
one
the point.
question also to include, I think, is what they would like to have that they are not finding close to them.
Okay.
Because
We
the
were
thing the work we can do is also it has two sides. This question, because we can map what is not on on the neighbor, okay, what is not there that we can apport as global community, and also we can understand that we can make people understand that what they are looking for that they think is not close to them, maybe their neighbor have it but they don't know it, but they will acknowledge this through this process of mapping we are doing in the camp. So a good question is, what would you like to be here that you can't find around here, very close to you? And
okay. Yes,
what
that was a bit
and
the second one. I think it will be good if we make a document and we propose, because it was like an initial idea that we wanted to discuss and share. So it would be nice if we made a document with this proposition, I think.
okay, we can do it on the drive in the civic engagement folder. And what I'm thinking, guys, I don't know, I make this question to everybody. Looks to me that we really need that the civic engagement team will work through the camp constantly. I mean, this process is a big work that has to run constantly during the camp. Not only now, but I think this could be transformed in a constant monitoring of the camp, of the activities. Maybe I don't express myself very well, but
I didn't get the question. If you want to do it in Spanish, for example, I will be okay.
no, yeah, I'm thinking about that. The first thing I said that we need a registration desk, okay? But this mapping has to be done constantly during the camp. I mean, the processing of all the data that will come out from the camp, they have to be processed right there during the moment, and they need to be communicated immediately. I mean, I don't know, this thing that Analia said is like everyday work we have to do. Keep working with the people coming, approaching to the camp, telling them what we are going to do, welcoming them, and giving them these questions, relate with them. It's a main activity that we have to run in the camp.
But Francesco, I think Analia is talking more about a way to connect with the neighbors, a simple way that would be working just staying at the square, little group, especially group talking in French, and stay aware about people coming, approaching,
Yeah.
talking with them. Something like that. Not, I think, if I understand properly, this is the idea. So be careful, not be careful, be, I say, be aware, yeah, be aware with people, because the last year when we did this simple experiment on the square, just going there each Wednesday all the day working on the square, people were approaching, just asking why we were there and what we were doing. And we guess that during the global camp we will have the same situation, people approaching.
Yeah.
And as the main activity would be in English, and we would really be involved in a lot of discussion, workshops, and debates. The idea that I think Analia is proposing is structure a little group working on French, and be aware with people coming and asking some simple question.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I express myself very bad. That's what I say. I was saying. This is a constant process during the camp. I mean, run by French speaker, of course, but will be through all the camp, no?
tienes que ir, no te puedes que parar. Eso te estaba hablando.
Well, no, Analia, I understand quite well your point of view. I like it very much, but I don't really understand what are you focusing only in the skills, and not on things like interest for the people there, because probably many people, if you ask which are your skills, it's like I don't have any, no? It's like a confusing question. Or
I think yours is a good question. I think everybody has skills. It's not just like a paper or a diploma. But we thought that because we didn't want it to the people thought we were there like the municipality to arrange the
I understand that.
course. But I think the questions we should do a document just to think what are we are going to ask. It wasn't something we defined or we were completely sure, but we wanted to make a focus in making connections between the people.
Why in skills and not another to have
Um,
in the neighborhood?
It could be. It could be. We should think about it. We thought that because like a
No,
way to.
Okay, I think the skills are important, but you cannot really the skills. I probably think that people in the neighborhood they understand what skills mean. Not that, but it's like engage with something that to engage with the needs of the people there. But the skills, how do you connect with the skills? I don't know if you I can't speak English at the moment with my friends. It's
The thing
difficult.
is, if we actually know what they're good at or what they do for a living, we can connect them with other people who are looking for these.
I can
But
barely
We can
listen
still,
to
we can
the
still
answer.
just ask the question, and then people will start thinking about it. It's not really looking for answers, but more
Okay.
just,
Okay.
just want to put the question out there
Mm. Yes,
and see how people react.
Regarding that, I have a question because are you thinking to do this, to ask this kind of question in which form? I mean, it will be a sort of workshop or answer to a question. I think it's important the environment, how we work with people. Because if we are seated in around the table and we discuss with a neighbor, um, I mean, the skill could be something that comes out very naturally, and we can explain. I can have you think about the form of this questioning tape, Analia.
I'm having a lot of problems with the connection, but I think I can get something. We thought making, I don't know, we can make some really small signs. And while are we working during the camp, the people also could come. But it was just like a beginning idea for discuss between everybody. It's not something finished. I think it's not you to make a. I think it will be nice you to propose things because it's not something finished that we said okay we're gonna be this. So we could make a document with the things would be nice to discuss, like which questions we're gonna do, we're gonna make, and also in which form we're gonna receive people. For example, I think these two things are the most important. It's something open. It's not something we said it will be like that.
Mhm. I asked you that because after the discussion we have had with the Nuit Debout group, I understand that they could be interested to participate if to know, for example, the future development of the back, how do you say barrio in English?
Neighborhood.
The neighborhood. So I was thinking about really preparing a sort of a workshop with a map and something like this, and to work with the neighborhood and prepare some questions and things like that.
I would love to do a workshop during the camp. I think maybe we can do it like one morning. I I know that we should like be able to do the things we were expecting during the camp between us and also like in the neighborhood. And it will be really nice to discuss it. I also would love to be more engaged with the activities that they are going in the neighborhood.
I think, according to what Carlotta said, I think maybe we should promote more the relationship between the neighborhoods, the neighbors. Sorry. Instead of being a reference for the neighborhood, I mean, as local camp community, we should promote activities that, with the occasion of the local camp, build new relationships between the neighbors. Because the day after the camp, we will leave as global community. We will leave the Place de Fête.
Actually, I
But
think
people will stay there.
we can do that on Saturday and Sunday. I think it's a good moment. So we will stay there all the week and we can talk with a lot of people, preparing some interesting workshop for Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And now with the new debut, we have as well the more capacity to connect with neighbors. So we already had a discussion with them, and there is a good connection. And they, as Carlota said, they are asking for some kind of workshop to learn more about urbanism, protocols, maybe processes. So, Pascual, we didn't hear you.
I I don't know. Well, I just come back. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Well, I just said after that before I leave that I think that we need to connect all the work that we already have in every group. I think that we are working with civic engagement, logistic, design. We need to connect all that work in the program events. I don't know if
Yeah.
you already you are talking about that,
No, we
but
didn't. We just mentioned it, but we didn't work about it.
sorry, what?
We didn't talk a lot about it. We know the need for that, but we didn't work on it.
Well, I don't know, but I think that we need to set up the program. I think that that is the route for the design build and for the logistic group, and with that we can know what we need, because otherwise is so much complicated, and we are continue working in separate groups. And for example, for civic engagement, I think that we're working that, but I think that we need to know how that work can help right now, how that work for civic engagement, that mapping can help for the program, can help for the logistics, can help for the workshop that we can do or we can't do. We already have a mapping of the skills, so I think that we can use that. I don't know how to process that information, but
I think
Yeah, I agree. And also for the badge system, we need to know, for example, how many information we have to put on the badge depends from the general program.
I don't think so. We just need to. I think we are quite clear about it. We for the mapping process, we just now need to finish the second part. We talked about it before, and with this work, we define as well the different badges we will use during the local camp. And about the local mapping process, we just decided that we will do directly on the ground during the local camp. So I think this is quite clear. And about the program, yes, we will have maybe more clear more clear information in the following days. There is this clear idea about the first 2 days working on the setup of the square, and the rest of the days, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, we will work on specific projects, and we will have two parties, Friday and Saturday. This is important. So, and we will have some maybe Saturday and Sunday this connection with the neighborhood, and as well with the Nuit debout. And there is as well. We will prepare, I think, for in the following days, a scheme, so a graphic scheme, and that we can visualize better this organization, this program. And we will have on Wednesday, we will have here in Volume a sort of pecha pucha or meetup where each of us can present our personal project or our collective project. It's a way to know each other better. And so far, I think this is more or less the thing we talked about program. Actually, we worked on it in Madrid. You know, we had this very local camp in Madrid, and we defined this organization in Madrid, but we didn't have the time to write down and share with all the community. Actually, Pascual, you have as well a document about it. Maybe you can share about.
Yeah.
So maybe in
Yeah.
you'll be able to share.
Yeah, I have it. It's half in English, half in Spanish.
No problem.
No problem. We are used to
No, but Dome, for example, a question
It's our
about
language.
a first question about the badge system, for example.
Yeah.
We mapped like 20 skills for everyone. Okay, we asked everybody to evaluate themselves.
It's too much, 20.
Yeah, yes, too much.
20 is too much. I think.
No, but actually, the skills we mapped are these. I mean, the option there was like 15 or something. But how many should go on the badge?
I think
1, 2, 3.
one badge for any skills, but we need to have maybe no more than 5. And we were talking here. Zviat has you want to share this observation? I think is interesting about languages.
Yeah, I think we don't really need to indicate the language we speak, because if we do that, local people will only engage with actually people French as well. So I think it's quite interesting to see how people here will interact with non-native French speakers as well.
Okay.
I know it's just interesting.
Yes,
no, it's okay. That's okay. But maybe, for example, my badge will have how many? How we planned the mapping phase 2. Okay, it's that everybody will express themselves in what they want to engage with. I mean, I want to engage with the general organization, with the construction, with how many should I express?
Actually,
that's the question.
Actually, for me,
on the badge, how many would go?
The badge for me is not more is not about skills. It's more about what kind of job I am doing during the camp. What kind of responsibility I have during the camp. If I am responsible for the accommodation, I have the badge for the accommodation. If I am responsible for money, I have the badge for money.
But you can engage in other stuff as well.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're only going to deal with accommodation.
No,
exactly.
It's just that you are responsible.
You're responsible.
Okay, so it doesn't depend.
And you can have.
But so the badge system doesn't depend from the mapping, but depends from the main event organization.
Okay. Yes, it's yeah, right. So
I mean, the mapping can contribute because everybody express themselves in I want to participate in construction or in designing the plus the FET. Okay, and so this way can contribute to the badge system. But the badge system should be defined by the main program.
Okay, I have a proposal because tomorrow I will start working on the program, so I can share with you exactly what kind of responsibilities or kind of responsibility we will have during the camp, and maybe we can put this question on the mapping form because it's useful.
Yes.
You know, for the registration desk, it's important to have this information. And I was thinking as well about the design and build group. So we already discussed about this simplification. So now the idea is really about create simple objects for the square and just have some kind of object to sit down, each of us. And as well, anyway, we have two important maybe points we have to think about, which is one is registration point, and the other one maybe is this kind of place where maybe we engage or suggest an engagement with local people, a kind of table with chairs, and we just have this kind of opens and invites just for the structure itself people to talk with us. So maybe we have to think about it.
But talking to design team, sorry, about this, I think these 2 points, registration for the local community and the engagement point for a local, okay, they should be very close.
Yeah.
These, they can be the same point, not want to run the same people, but this is the point where the local team of civic engagement, the global team of civic engagement will relate themselves, will work together. So for the design, they should be very identified in the plastic effect. That could be the same.
Could be the same, but we have to display different messages actually. You know?
Yes.
So
it's important that
they have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only important that they can easily relate between the two, okay? Because we will need to exchange a lot of information with the local engagement and the global community registration.
Carlotta already designed the.
Very good, Carlotta.
One thing about design team, we thought with Biat going Friday to the market because it will be like a day off here in Paris to look how many box we can get, and then going to the court of volume if it's open and will be okay to work in a simple prototype of a table or chairs, just to inform the design building team and works if it's easy and if it works okay. I don't know if we confirm that, and also if other one would love to join us, and I think would be cool.
Friday morning.
Then we're thinking maybe about going
No,
to the stuff,
no morning because the market.
No, we need to be there at the end of the market.
Yes, that will be between 1 or 2, and we have to work in the afternoon.
I was thinking about maybe Alice. Would be interesting to make some picture or maybe some videos about it.
About the market?
Yeah. It's not here.
Alice?
No, it's not here. No.
Sì, ma ha tolto il microfono. Sorry.
No, il microfono non lo sentiamo noi, ma. No, io no.
No,
Hay un símbolo de
Alice.
L'ha quitato ella. Alice.
She's speaking. She said what? Ah, but maybe not with us.
She's not speaking with us, guys.
Ah, okay.
She's speaking with the white rabbit.
I think that she was trying to speak with us.
The white rabbit.
But you didn't know that. You didn't know he has the micro mute.
Yeah. No, the micro is switched off. So.
If you
Right now, she's not talking.
No. I think he's talking with someone else.
Yes.
yes.
So, what else?
Um,
9,
It's 10.
It's 10.
Okay, so we wait a little to launch the phase 2 of the mapping to better define those parts you were just saying, Domenico, about the
Yeah,
badge system. We can integrate this,
maybe we
and
can
then
have a
we have
little
to.
talk with you, Francesco.
Yeah, this week we can a little coordinate, and because we can launch it next week. I mean, because this process, this second phase will be open during all the camps, so we don't really need the people to give this data much before the camp because we can do it the first day.
Actually, we need to. I think we need to start at the end of this week.
Yeah,
Mostly,
yeah.
mostly because the accommodation.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, we didn't talk about this, but we should.
So I think tomorrow would be a key day because we decide here in volume if we can have people stay here. Actually, we're talking about this opportunity here, so maybe volume would be able to offer accommodation for maybe 25, I don't know, maybe 30 people. I don't know, this is maybe not. It's just,
I think it will be really important to do a list of the people that they are coming.
yeah,
Like that, we can organize. We can see if how many people we can receive in different places. But it's really, really important to
okay, I will share with you
just
something really
to
important.
There was an idea a few hangouts ago about doing a list of residents and in Paris, in which everyone who lives in Paris will say if they can host someone. What do you think, guys?
I think this is
that I thought it will be cool to make like a complete list of all that. But we need to know how many people that are coming, because otherwise we don't know if
I,
our places are enough to do that.
yeah, I have a previous list. I think we have between 25 and 30 people coming here. So the thing is that maybe we don't know exactly when all of these people are at the same time. You know, when they are coming and when they are leaving. So I don't know exactly if we have at the same time 25 or 30 people, but I prepared a very quickly list, and we have this kind of numbers now, maybe 30 people, 25, 30 people, but we don't know exactly when. So I want just to share with you. Uh,
From the mapping phase 1, there comes out 30 people said yes, they are coming.
yeah, but these people, there is not a differentiation between people living here in Paris and people that are coming.
Yeah,
So
that's the problem. Yeah.
So I did a very previous um, list, and yeah, I found that 25 and 30 people are coming. So I want just to share with you a little document I prepared to map people coming for accommodation and food, and that would be how we can connect with the mapping process. I think you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
yeah.
So, so my PC is really low. Basically, the idea is to I were talking with the cooker here at Volume, and we talked about how we can organize the meat, the meats, yeah, the food, and the idea now is to have maybe breakfast, lunch and dinner for 10 years per day.
10 euro.
10 euro, yeah.
Okay.
10 euro per day per person.
We said with Aurélie maybe just to have petit déjeuner, breakfast and lunch, but not dinner, because we don't know what we are doing dinner. Maybe we are changing or doing some activities, but we know that during lunch we are all going to be in Place des Fêtes, so that's one of the things we thought.
I don't found now the document, but it's not important. Just I can explain you. Yes, I understand that, but the idea, if we are staying all of us at the same place, we have to think about dinner as well. And the document actually allow people to communicate if they are staying for dinner as well. So how you see that we can make the numbers about how many people would stay for dinner, for lunch, and we can be organized for
But you
that.
want to do this before the camp, this question.
Yeah. We have to prepare that before the camp. I'm not able now to find the, the file, I don't know why.
Yeah, I understand this, but there are many things to do. So people coming are asked to complete a lot of forms before coming.
I think we are very tired. We,
Look, I can propose a thing. We can have the hangout next Monday, but we should for these 2 weeks we should have 2 hangout a week.
yes, actually here in Paris we decided to work each evening here at Volume. So we'll be here each evening. So maybe we need.
Okay, so we can do like a Wednesday or Tuesday another hangout with the global community. Or
Maybe
you just if you do the meeting, just let me know on Slack, and if someone wants to participate, we build up an hangout.
yeah, we will see. I don't know if you can see the screen now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not really clear with the screen, but the idea here is to ask to each one a simple question if they need accommodation and check in and check out, so we know when they are coming and when they are leaving, and if they are vegetarian and what they want to drink. And after that, there is a calendar actually. So for each day, we have two spots. So actually the morning and in the afternoon actually. So the first is breakfast and lunch, and the second is aperitif and dinner. So for each one, people are just confirm if they will be there. So for each spot is €5. So we can say exactly how many people will be for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, etc. So at the end, people make the summary. And so, for example, here I did that, and I have to pay €65.
And you are going to pay it at the registration or at the beginning?
Maybe it would be just a good idea to pay that at the registration, and maybe we can. I was thinking that maybe we can add a €5 plus to pay, for instance, badges. I don't know, some little things, and it would be really
basic expenses.
Yeah, basic expenses, and with this money we can pay the
The badge
So
is,
it's why it's important people to fill this form at least at the end of this week, because we have to be prepared and organized about food and about.
we also should consider that maybe someone, if we pay before, it's good for the organization, but maybe someone can change his plan, and then we should think about that we can give them
Actually,
back.
the idea here is not to pay. The idea is not to pay for
Pay the
lunch.
half.
I think this is important. We are not paying for lunch or dinner exactly. The people is actually make a donation. It's not. We are not controlling if you are paid the lunch or dinner. It's just a way to say, to know for each of us how much donation made. You know. So no, if
Yeah, but
if I paid, for instance, if I paid 65 euros and I don't eat and never, it's not, it's not the situation. Okay, I want to money back. It's more about, you made a donation that's for the organization, and we are not controlling if people paid or not. This is the principle.
mm, yeah,
Okay.
but okay.
With much money staying at the broker camp, if people don't made any donation they can do during the camp, maybe after the first registration, just to help the organization.
Yeah, but so why do we ask them?
It's a
Do we
donation.
specify?
This
Yeah,
document is
yeah.
just for forever for to have a estimation how many money you should give the organization to
Ah,
prepare.
you don't tell to people. Ah, okay, it's just for us,
Yeah, yeah.
or it's public. I mean, when someone comes to the registration and say, I will stay here. Are you planning to stay and have lunch every day? Yes. So you have to pay 15 euro, 20 euro, or we don't ask them to pay.
No, we ask them to pay, but there is not. There is a donation. There is a donation. This is a donation.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
It's
No,
not
no, I understand. I understand
even
the principle.
even legally.
Okay.
Even legally, it's very important that this is a donation, and it's why we prepare all of this donation before the event. So people, when they are coming, they already know they have to make a donation, and they already
Yeah,
know how
yeah, I
much.
understand.
But
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
understand. I also understand that we can explain that if you miss one lunch, 5
Yeah,
euro is
it's
not
very
not a
important
big
that
deal.
there is not a really connection between how much you pay and how much you get back. You are not paying a meal or a dinner. We are just helping the organization.
So, okay, it should be very generic.
Yeah.
We will not really specify what do you want to drink,
No, we have
because
to. We
people
have to
maybe
know.
can expect we give
No, we
them
have to know.
deals.
No, we have to know because we have to know what we have to buy. We have to know what we want to drink. But we just have to specify that we are not selling something. We're just suggesting how much they have to donate.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
I think it's too late.
yeah, yeah, we can talk about this next days.
Yeah, yeah. So
Maybe
that's
we can have a meeting, Domenico. We can have a meeting only about badge system and event
yeah.
organization.
I think tomorrow or Wednesday is a good time to have this. When Wednesday, okay. Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'm available after 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Okay. I have the senior civic streaming as well Wednesday. Okay.
Or we
We will
can do it
see.
in the afternoon.
We will see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I have a meeting with another group here.
Okay. So good. I don't know if Ignacia said something else. No, ok. Bah, bon. See you.
Okay, bye.
See you guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye.
See you guys. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.